Hi there and welcome back. I'm Clarisse.
And I'm Achilles.
Hi. So today we're going to be reviewing Zombie Dice by Steve Jackson. He's also the creator of Munchkin and all that. So just a little bit of information about it. It's for approximately two or more players for ages 10 and up. And sorry, just blocking our kitty here. And it can take between 10 and 20 minutes. So your goal, first of all, is to get 13 shotgun blasts, or no, is it 13 victims? And anyway, so I just want to show you there are two expansions. I don't want to get into them too much, but just so you know. So the first one is just, you get the cup, and then it has 13 dice, and they come in, they're yellow ones that have a brain, shotgun, or runaway. The red ones are a little bit more difficult, so they have the same idea, but it's in red. There's more of a chance of, like, you're more in danger. And I think the middle one is what? Remember the yellow one?
It was like in between.
Yeah, so actually it talks about it. So when you start on your turn, you're going to shake the cup, which we're just going to roll the die from our hands, and you're going to take 3 dice from it without looking. So we would actually, I guess we could. Let's do that. So we'll put all of them in here. This is just from the main game. So we're putting them all in the cup. We're going to shake it up. And I'm blocking the cat again. I'm so sorry. And then we're going to take 3 out of it. So that's okay. So without me looking, so now I ended up with 3. And again, so the red is the more difficult. The yellow one, it just tells us, so the red dice are the toughest, the green are the easiest, and the yellow are medium tough. So that's from the main game. And this is one of the expansions. So we have expansion 2, Zombie Dice 3. So it's school bus expansion. So it has a big honkin' die. It's actually really neat. It has the stop sign and all that. So, but we're not going to get into that this time. Maybe another time.
Here's Zombie Dice 2, which is double feature. It has Santa, the Hottie, and the Hunk. The Hottie, I think, is able to run away a lot faster, and she only has 1 brain. And the Hunk has 2 brains, but a lot of shotgun and only 2 runaway. And Santa has, he has candy, more brains than the others, and 1 shotgun, a football helmet, and 1 runaway.
Okay, so anyway, let's start, shall we? So it's actually, I find it super easy. I find when you bring in the expansions, though, it ends up, it keeps it a little fresh, more fresh brains. But yeah, I kind of like playing just the original, but sometimes it's nice to, keep it fresh, right? So anyway, so I'm gonna start, if that's okay. So this time I have 2 red die, and I have 1 green one, so they're easy. So I'm gonna shake them up. I'm gonna roll them out. So I have 2 brains, so that's how many I got as a zombie. But I also have 1 shotgun. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the shotgun. I'm gonna tuck it over here. If you get 3 shotguns, you're done. You lose any points you've acquired. So far I've acquired 2 brains, so 2 victims, right? So now I'm gonna grab 3 more die, right? So your goal is to get 13 victims before you're eliminated with 3 of these.
You can quit at any time, though, and wait for your next turn.
And you can write that score. If we had a little piece of paper, we could put what we've accumulated. But let's see how this goes, and we'll see if we can get ahead of it before we get shotgunned. So I'm going to roll 3 more. So I have another brain. So I have 3. So I'm going to head 3, but I have another shotgun blast. So am I going to risk it? Let's see. And I have 1 runaway. So that one doesn't...
So you'd use that one and you'd pull out another 2.
Yeah, so let's risk it just for fun. Just for funsies. So I'm going to take 2 more die. So every time you're going to take a total of 3. So you have 3 in play. Except for these ones. So they're the brains. And the shotguns will set them to different sides. Alright. Let's hope I don't get another shotgun. I got another shotgun!
Looks like all those brains are going to waste.
Yeah, so 3. That's done. And they go back in. And then you move on to the next person. So he's going to choose 3 more. Let's just get this out. So.
There was a time when I got all 13 on one turn, I remember.
Yeah.
Or was it 12 and then the next time I got it?
Yeah.
2 runaways and a brain.
So show the runaways. So they're little, just like little footprints. And
a brain. Yeah.
So the one thing that this game actually made me think of was actually Monopoly Express, which I have up. It's this white game above. You'll see it at the very top. I don't know if you can see it in the picture, but it's kind of neat because it's like it's a gamble, but it's also very light, and even though it's a zombie theme, it's very easy. It's very fast. You know, you could play it before dinner or a bit before bed if you really want to. It's, you know, and it's very easy to learn. But again, if you bring in the expansions like we have, there's a little bit more to them.
I'm gonna risk it.
Yeah. So he has 2 shotguns and he has 1 runaway. So and you have one brain over there.
Mm-hmm.
So he's gonna total again 3 and keep going.
Ah.
So
nope.
So his 3 shotguns done. So now I'm put that one back. And I'm gonna take 3. So sometimes it can be so fast, sometimes it takes so long. But, so I have a runaway, a shotgun, I have 1 brain, and so now I'm gonna put this, separate the 2, usually just so you don't lose track. And so I have another shotgun and 2 runaways. So I think I've learned my lesson. I'm going to stick with just 1 brain. So I just have to remember I have 1 victim. I'm up 1. Your turn.
Okay. You're at 1 now?
Yeah, I have 1. I started with 1 of 13. So you have 2 victims.
Brains and a runaway.
Yeah.
Oh.
So what do you have?
4 brains and 1 shotgun.
Ooh. Let's see. Are you gonna take a risk?
I'll take these odds.
So he has
6 brains.
6 brains. Look at those. Look at those brains.
Almost halfway there. If there's a halfway to 13, that isn't a decimal.
Are you gonna risk it?
I'm not gonna risk it.
No. Okay, so you have 6 and I have 1. Okay. Oops. Oh, I feel like I have 4, but I have 3. So I have 2 runaways. So leave those over there. 1 victim so far. And I'm going to take 1 more die to add to those. So I have actually 1 of each color again. 2 shotguns and 1 runaway. I will just keep my 1, so now I'm up to 2. So you have 6. There you go.
A single brain and 2 runaways.
Yeah. So what do you have?
1's a shotgun and 2 of them are still runaways. Oh, another shotgun and still 2 runaways. I'm just gonna
You're at 7?
keep to 7.
Okay, so I'm at 2, he's at 7. So what do you think about the game?
I like the game. Sometimes if you play it too often,
It gets old?
it gets a bit old, yeah.
Yeah.
But otherwise, it's a good game.
Yeah. 1 brain.
I recommend it unless you're scared of zombies.
But
Although
really,
zombies are what you're playing as.
but
You're trying to
really,
eat people.
but it's really just the picture on here. It's a bit gory if you want to think of it in that sense. I mean, that's what he's kind of going for, but that's the only part. You see a little brain, you see a and footprint. So it's not, you don't really see anything. It's the idea, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I have, if I keep that, I'm just gonna have to risk it because I'm not getting very far here. 3 points. So 1 brain. Come on, brains. I have 3 brains.
Hey,
I'm up to
lucky.
5. I'm gonna keep it at that. Woo! 5 brains. It's hard. It's hard being a zombie.
It's not easy being a zombie.
It's not easy.
And if you were like a green zombie, like some people seem to think zombies are green, then it's not easy being green.
No.
Someone actually taught a budgie to say that.
Mm-hmm.
The budgie had a vocabulary of 3 words, or 35 words.
Mm-hmm. So how many are you up to?
1 brain, 2 runaways, and a single shotgun.
From before, you had 7?
Yeah,
So
so
you'd
I'd
be
be
at
at
8.
8 right now. But
Getting close to 13. So you'd have 10?
10.
That's pretty good.
Aw,
And he just lost all of these ones, but he's still at what he had before.
so I'm still at 7.
Yeah. So I'm still at 5.
5.
Oh. Okay, so I have 3. Let's see what. 2 brains and 1 shotgun, so I'd be up to 7 if I want to keep it. I'm gonna try again.
Shotguns.
No shotguns. Brain. So I'm actually gonna keep it. I'm up to 8. So I'm happy with that. 8. So I'm up to 8 and you're at 7. Pretty good.
You will never win. I think. I hope.
So you have 2.
Mm-hmm.
So you'd be up to 9. So what do you have? So how many brains do you have there?
I have 11 brains if I wanted to keep these 4.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have 1 shotgun shell.
Risky.
Actually, I learned from my
So you're at 11?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm at 10.
You are at
9.
7, I think.
7?
No, you were at 8.
8, sure. Yeah, because you were at 7 before.
Mm-hmm.
8. So this is bringing me up to 10. I'm going to keep going.
Shotguns. More shotguns.
No shotguns.
That's right.
So 11. I'm going to keep
tied.
going. I'm going to keep it at 11. Whoa!
Yeah? Well,
11.
I'm not.
11.
Not 2. 3.
You only had 2
I'm just
shotguns.
keep
You had
it-
1 brain.
I know, so I'm just gonna keep it at 12.
You're at 12.
2 shotguns out of 3 is
So I'm at 11
risky.
still. You ready? Okay. So I'm at 11. You ready? Yay! 13. I don't know if you can. 13 and 1 shotgun. Woo! Anyway, so it's really the luck of the draw, and if you're willing to take a risk. So I like it. Actually we all a lot of kids and mom and dad, we all got in on it when I first got this months ago. So it's again pretty fast, pretty easy. You just have to get the hang of it. It doesn't really take a whole lot of time to learn, but anyway. So anyway, thanks for watching, and see you next time.
Yep, see ya.